Yes guys, how are we all doing, and welcome back to the channel, man. Today we have post-patch custom tactics for you legends. So formation and tactics, boys, to pretty much get easy wins post-patch. Now obviously, boys, there's a lot of different formations out there. A lot of people use, you know, the 4-3-1-2, or, you know, I've seen people use the 4-2-2 as well. The 4-2-2 is one of my favorites last FIFA. Haven't really tried it too much this FIFA, but the 4-4-2 for me, boys, it's definitely one of the most meta formations this year, and it's still the one that I've stuck by pretty much all year round. So yeah, we did a 4-4-2 tactic video about a month or so ago, but that was obviously way, you know, in the old patch. So yeah, obviously some of those things aren't really relevant now. So yeah, updated version, boys, of the tactics. Let's jump straight into them, man. Alright, so jumping over to team management there, boys. So as I say, so yet again, very, very similar to the last 4-4-2 in terms of these kind of tabs. So custom 4-4-2 flat. So obviously in terms of build-up style then, boys, I have tried the the short passing one. It was alright, but I mean it just wasn't my cup of tea, man. So for me, counter is still by far the best on this section. And then I've went with high here on defensive approach, which obviously puts you at 70, but then I've actually manually put up to 75. So 75 on the depth. There's a bit of a period about, you know, a couple of weeks ago, boys, where I was conceding a lot of goals and I dropped my depth down a bit. Down a good bit, actually, down to about like 45, down to about 40 or 45, but it just was far too defensive, man, and I wasn't creating anything, you know. All my good play was getting undone because I was so far away from the goal, pretty much. I was doing the good play. So obviously in terms of Martinez then, in goal, we've got him unbalanced. I mean, defend never really works for me. It won't rush out to collect long or loose balls. I just think you want that. You know, you want that in a keeper, so balanced on that. Obviously, defender for me. I have tried different things with these this year, but for me, boy, and you know, it depends on the actual personnel you're running as well. Obviously, you know, if you have a more, you know, maybe if you have a defend centre back that you're thinking, right, I really want him to be getting the ball to execute, you know, his high range of passing, for example, maybe then you want to go and put him on like ball playing defender. But for me, defender, you know, both my defenders here, King and Van Dijk, both have a plus or plus in King's case. So on defender, so yeah, that's the player role for them. Delo on fullback defend, and also Mendy fullback defend. I am someone who likes to get my fullbacks forward in this game. However, with this new system, and you're going to see it in the gameplay, this is, you know, there's a reason, boys, why, because of the front line and how it all performs and the way players make the runs, it's very attacking in the front line. So that's why I thought, you know what, we'll be a little bit more cautious in terms of our defense. So yeah, that's why we've got Delo and Mendy on fullback defend. Here's the big thing, all right, moving into the midfield. Okay, so we've got Camavinga and Matuidi. All right, now what we've got here, Matuidi is on deep line playmaker, build up focus. All right, he seems to like offer himself for passes a lot more. And it just helps me, because, you know, we all know in this game, boys, you know, whenever you're getting like pressed every single game by every single player, and I don't blame anyone for doing it because it's the meta, but sometimes you feel like there's nowhere to pass to. I find with this build-up stuff, Matuidi gives me that option, like to just like basically use him as my outlet, essentially, ping the ball into him, and then there's runners out left, out right, etc. Right, so that's what I do with him, and obviously, as you can see there, he drops that a little bit deeper then alongside Camavinga with the ball. Camavinga, right now, I have him on holding, but the big focus here is on the ball winning. All right, I had him on defend before, and it was all right. Listen, Camavinga is a great card in this game. This is Evo I've got. But for me, boys, ball winning, I'm not going to say every single one of you boys watching this video is going to, you know, love this ball winning thing. But in the gameplay, you'll see how effective it is for me. The big thing I think with this is, it depends who you've got in your team, in this role, right? So obviously for me, Camavinga, with that like high aggression on his card, and, you know, he's just tenacious and he's quite a good all-rounder. I love him on this holding plus and then ball winning focus, because he's everywhere, and because he's sitting back and then he's a focus on being aggressive. I love that because it means that I can win the ball early rather than letting my defenders, you know, my centre backs deal with it. So it works for me in this situation. My prediction is that some of you boys will watch this and run this ball winning and like it, and then maybe some of you boys it'll not work for you. Depends on who you've got in the midfield and if this like focus, this player role focus works for your individual player or not. But give it a go, boys. Give it a go. Let me know in the comments how you get on with that. But ball winning on this one. Traore then I've got on the inside forward attack, and the same with Doku, inside forward. Now I haven't ran him on attack though. Doku is unbalanced. Adama is on attack. I would advise maybe do one of each. So obviously both inside forward, but run one on balance, run one on the attack. Just gives you that balance, right? So pretty much once we get into the forward line here, it pretty much gives me like 3 forwards running through at one point, whether that's going to be my left side that I choose to attack, or whether it's my right side. Moving forward, we've got advanced forward plus on Alexander Isak. and then Zola on poacher. And I haven't changed from this all year. This kind of combination, one poacher, one advanced forward. Now, the only difference today on this one, boys, from the last custom tactic video I made, is that I've got the Isak on attack focus. The Zola is on focus support. Now, I've been trying this recently, and I've been really, really enjoying it. As I say, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but give it a go, boys, if you're struggling. We all know as well, I find whenever I run poacher attack sometimes, the poacher player, for example, on my front line, which was Zola, and it still is, but obviously we have a different focus on him now. Before I had it on attack, it's the amount of times, boys, Zola got caught offside. It was pissing me off, man. So what I've done, I've brought him back to the support. It's helped a lot with it. It's helped a lot, and you'll see that in the gameplay as well. It's nearly as if he makes smarter runs. And then, as I say, I've got the Isak on attack, on the focused attack. So, yeah, it does depend a little bit on personnel, what way you work with this, but I always think the best combination will be one with poacher and one with advanced forward. We're now going to jump into our post-con, boys, where I'm going to be showing you some gameplay that I've played recently with this team, with this tactic, and, yeah, show you how we get on, man, and obviously explain, you know, throughout the sequences of play and stuff, what I'm thinking and what this formation provides. Alright, boys, first game here, man, as you can see. So Lely King on the ball now. I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna talk through this on the important parts as well. I'm just gonna let this run though, man, as I say, and just show you boys kind of what this formation offers. I mean, it's just, you'll see the type of goals we're scoring as well. There's always a lot of runners, which on the last custom tactic video I made, I mean, that could have been a goal there. Off the post from Zola, man. Very, very nearly there at 1-0 already. The last custom tactic video I made, and this game actually ends in a quick rage quit, where this is literally, boys, I think we end this game after about 30 minutes. I think I scored a couple of goals and he left. But you'll just see, I mean, it's just the movement of the players, and the particular focus on Camavinga with that ball winning, because he sits back and holds. You know, I've got all these players running forward, and then when the ball breaks down, if it breaks down, Camavinga's right out there on cue, man. To, you know, just to mop up the danger, you know, and that's what I love about him, because I think it's the best way I can use him. That Camavinga Evo, he's one of my favourite cards this year, and for that reason, he's just so good all-rounded, and this role that I play him, he's quality. But, yeah, as I say, this game is quite a swift one. We've got 2 games in today's video, because obviously this game's quite a quick game I'll rage quit. But, yeah, it's just the overall structure with the team, boys. So the last custom tactic video that I was saying, boys, I made maybe about, what, 5-6 weeks ago now, and the focus was very similar. You know, that's the way I want my teams, man. I want my teams to be creating a lot of chances going forward. Yes, okay, I might ship a few goals here and there, although I think with the Camavinga in this team and the way we're running him, it does help, you know, reduce the amount of goals we can see a lot. And this team is exactly the way I want it to be, similar to the last time, man. I've just had just a few things to help with the new patch, but yeah, I mean, the last video, you boys will remember it if you've seen it as well. The focus was on a lot of attacking plays as well, where I had maybe 4, 5, 6 runners creating, you know, there was a high chance creation in that last team that I made on video there about 4 or 5 weeks ago. The focus is the same again here today, boys. Having that high chance creation, man, as you can see there, brilliant play, straight through to Zola, and I mean, it's just fluid. I mean, it literally is just fluid. Look at Isak bombing forward, boys, right? And then look, Zola's straight, it's just sequences. It's just sequences. We had Doku, I think, out wide as well. I think Matuidi obviously gets forward as well, because I've got Camavinga always sitting back. Matuidi does, I've got him on build-up, but he does tend to get forward a little bit as well when he can. So Van Dijk's covering here, as you can see, right? Van Dijk is covering. Lely King heads out, that's nice. And then Matuidi, right? Let's see the breakaway, right? So Adama. Just run with Adama. Just run with him, man. Then he's out wide, Zola. Space end, driven ball to Isak. I hold it, and then I remember that chance. I should have scored that. I mean, that's on me. I should be burying that with Isak. He's a great card, really do like his finishing, but just in that occasion not to be. But I think yet again here, as you'll see, Camavinga is the last man back, and look, he's got the energy. I mean, this is Diaby he's up against here, but as long as, you know, this is the thing, he's holding the fort down first at the back, and then by him doing that, it means, look, other players can get back as well, and then we're just recycling here, man. He's recycling the ball, I'm defending, good block from Van Dijk. He does win this, does it? Yeah, he does. And I think this might be the goal coming up, boys, here. Yeah, I think this might be the goal. So Camavinga breaks out. Adama, Zola, you can see. I could have played Zola there, and yet again, he gives me that option. But I ended up not doing it. I give the ball away stupidly, but we get it back. Mendy, traveling forward. And I think Doku is a big part in this play, man. So yeah, we send him on the run. He makes a good run through. And then look at that. The speed boost away, and then Zola's back post. I mean, yeah. It's just brilliant, and then as you can see, the rage quit. But the thing there is, right, look at the space, right, Doku's there, you have Isak in the box, you have the Zola, and then that also creates an overload. Like, say this play, you know, worked out a little bit differently, you've got Adama back post as well, because remember, we're running one, this Doku is the guy I love to have on the, basically, right, if you've got 2 wingers, boys, right, obviously you know mine's Adama and Doku, as I explained the tactics screen earlier, with Doku, I have him unbalanced because I like him off the dribble. He's quick and agile. He can beat players like shown here. Whereas I like Adama more, you know, as the player to running behind, you know, as that inside forward to make up the 3 forwards for me. As you can see here with Zola, Isak, and Adama just behind it. All right, boys. Second game, man. Second game. Doku down the left side already. Into Matweed. See, that's what I'm saying. Look at Matweed's position here, right? And Camavinga drops a little bit deeper. I love these two. I think with this team as well. Boy, look at Adama here, man. That should have been a goal. This should have been a goal. Safe from the keeper, but it should have been a goal from Adama, the way he just bursts apart. But the thing is, he's got that space because there's players occupying. Look, Zola's occupying the right there, or the left back, sorry. Isak's there as well. And then Adama, once I beat the centre mid, or the CDM, if you like, I've got a one-on-one, and obviously he's not even selecting the centre back yet. So it's just that burst away of pace, man. And I should have scored it, but we know Adama, he's not the most reliable in front of goal. But, yeah, I mean, this might work even better for you boys. You know, the fact that I'm using it in Adama on the inside forward, you like your players with good shooting. You want them as your inside forwards because they're going to make like a third striker for you, if you like, or a second striker, depending on what formation you're running. So with Adama, you know, you boys might have like a Chiesa or someone really good in front of goal that's very consistent. So it'll work even better for you then in that case. Zola on the ball here, he loses it, all right, and then look at Camavinga in this clip, by the way. Look, he just pops out of nowhere. Look, there he is. There he is. Make it up the back 4, back 5, whatever way you want to look at it there. Just quality from him, man. Absolutely quality from him, and he gives me that protection at the back, which is brilliant. It really, really is, because you know, the my goals, boys, you know, I was conceding from corner like breakaways was a joke. So him being there, and obviously he can keep up with most players. I mean, he's not the most agile card Camavinga, but he's got like energy and tenacity, and he's got decent pace. He can keep up with most people. So yeah, that was brilliant. And then obviously I think it leads to the first goal, doesn't it? Yeah, Doku. Shot, yeah, not a great shot, but Zola picks up the rebound, man. He's breaking on the wing here, boys, as well. Mendy tracking it, man. And then look, Matweedy's positioning again, dropping back again. He gives you that option, obviously, as the build, you know, the build up CDM. Out to Doku, and then Doku, right? Doku's been unbelievable. Any boys seen the recent video on the channel? We reviewed this card from the new Dino Magic Evil. That Doku's class. Lovely little ball to Isak. Do we get the goal here? I think we do we? No, bad shot, Madame. All right, yeah. Adama, as I say, his shooting leaves a little bit to be desired, but I mean, yet again, though, you see the overload. You see the overload, boys. Look, Adama's making that back post run. You've pretty much got 3 strikers. I mean, if you just stop this right here, look at the 3 strikers. Zola's central, Adama's back post. The pace is going to get away from that fullback any day, or the covering midfielder, and then obviously Isak is where he is. You know, it gives you that inside forward, as I said. I always do recommend at least having 1 inside forward. If you're running a front 2, which obviously this formation is, with a 4-4-2, definitely run at least one of them inside forward. Adama yet again gets running, just to get yet again options. Camavinga, right? Just hold it, be patient. If you hold the ball long enough in this formation, boys, and don't be, just don't be silly with possession, you'll find the spaces, man. This is brilliant from a tweet. Look at this. 2-0 lead, and then obviously we do get 1 more, I believe, in this game before the guy leaves. Yeah, lovely from Doku again. I mean, look, it's Isak pulls away a wee bit to the left side, then it moves, and then obviously Doku moves in as inside forward. That rotation's brilliant. And then I believe, yeah, there's the third one here. Look, Zola. It's just, the thing I describe with this formation, boys, it's just the structure with it. Both defensively and also in the attack. It's just, it's very, very balanced. And that will wrap it up for today, boys. Another video. Yeah, give it a go. As I say, if you're struggling for tactics, struggling for wins and div rivals, champs, post-patch, give this a go. As I said there a few minutes ago, like, it's very personnel based as well, with, you know, your midfield and your forward line, like your wingers and strikers. Just make sure you're considering, like, you're obviously who you've got there. You know, certain things, like, I definitely recommend giving that ball winner that role on your midfielder. Have that on one of your midfielders and then have the build up another one. Try it out. Definitely give this a go up front as well. You know, try the support. Let me know what you think of it. I really did find, and you'll see from you've seen it in the gameplay there as well, boys, like, we didn't really get caught offside many times. You know, there was a few times, obviously, when you're playing, it'll happen to you. But yeah, it definitely helped by putting this in support and then having the other one as advanced forward. So advanced forward poacher, but the big thing was obviously on Zola, not having him as attack, having him as support. I think it linked the play together a little bit better for me. Because the fact that Adama was potentially joining as the third forward anyway, you know, in those positions as we've seen there with some of the goals and some of the chances created, and Doku's inside forward as well, you know, it meant that, you know, we weren't short in forward options. Zola as a support striker was fine, you know. And then obviously, yes, the midfield, largely, obviously we had them, you know, sitting back. Camavinga especially was holding and obviously ball winning. And then Matweedy was kind of that player as my build-up player. You know, I fired the ball into him, and then he was kind of the player that I was building attacks off. you know, from deep, essentially, from the defense into him and then forward. Yeah, give it a go, boys. Give it a go. As I say, it won't be everyone's cup of tea, but I had a lot of joy with it in Champs over the past weekend league. It got me my second best weekend league record this year. I'm the same with rivals. You know, I've pushed into Div 3 now. I'm doing well there, so onwards and upwards towards Div 2 for me, hopefully, with this formation and tactics. But yeah, give it a go. Let me know how you get on with it, boys. As I say, if the video's been helpful in any way, please do consider dropping a like on it for me. It helps the video circulate and get discovered by more and more new people to the channel. And of course, subscribe. If you are watching this and you're new to the channel and you think you'll enjoy the channel and enjoy the content, please do consider hitting that red button for us, boys, the red subscribe. We're on the road to 7.1k. Recently hit 7,000. As I say, regular videos on the channel, regular streams as well. Get yourself part of it and join the community, man. You're very, very welcome on board. And with all that being said, boys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace out.